lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My video today is kind of an impromptu one again. This has been weighing on my mind. I'm on social media a lot of time for jokes and a lot of time just to see the people that I follow, but I don't generally go on the broader sort of social media. And I've been seeing a lot of people talking about living their best life and entrepreneurship being so amazing, and basically showing you all the good stuff that happens and never really showing all the bad stuff that happens, or never really showing the angst that comes with certain things. And I just wanted to speak on that because especially from my perspective, from going from a freelancer to now having my own space, it is hard. It's not an easy thing. A lot of people will have you thinking that as soon as you own something you're rolling in money. It's not the case. It may be the case for some people. I don't know what everyone's story is, but definitely from the insight from me is that having a place or running your own business or anything of that sort, whether it's from the freelancer side of things to fully owning something, there are great months and there are bad months. Being a freelancer, I found that I had to really learn how to manage my money really well, because luckily for me, I had a steady place to work in, where I had a steady salon, which meant that I had people coming in on certain days. But if I chose not to work, then I wasn't earning anything. So I always had to make sure that for those times when I wasn't working, I was covering that side of things. And then also for when it came to, obviously since April, owning this place, it's hard. You're gonna be broke. You're gonna be broke. You're not gonna have money. I put everything, me and my business partner, we put everything that we had into this place. And there's times when you don't have that much money, you don't have nearly even a small amount of time to socialize like that, and you have to sacrifice so much, and you have to make that decision way before you even go into it. Owning something and having your own business is not for everybody. That's definitely something that I've learned. For me, it is what I want to do, so I fight for it. But some days, some weeks, I'm just not on it, and I feel down because I don't think I'm doing things right. And but I put on my face and I make sure that I get on with what I need to get on with, because I have to push through, especially when I'm having those hard weeks. Sorry, I've got a croaky throat. So when you're having a bad week, when you're thinking that you're doing things wrong, when you feel as if you're trying and it's not working, push through, try some more, do what you can. Talk to someone that you love, talk to someone that you trust, look at some motivation videos, something that will uplift you a little bit, because it is hard, and sometimes it does feel like you're a little bit alone, especially if you're doing it alone. I mean, I'm quite lucky in the fact that I have a business partner, but there's not always, we don't work in the same place, so it's not always, it doesn't always feel like there's someone there with you. Obviously I've got someone that I can talk to about stuff, I can talk to my friends, I've got a great support system, so I can't sit here and say that I don't, but it still doesn't mean that I don't have those doubtful moments. I mean, I'm having one of those doubtful moments today, which is probably why I'm talking about it, but I wanted to be my truth, which is why I wanted to talk about it, because I see it so much on social media. People are always talking about how great they live in and how I have a great life, but it does not mean that I don't have hard times. And I think that's what's for me is really annoying about social media, is that those hard times are not really shown, which is fine, because you can choose to, social media is there to choose to put out what you would like to put out. And I hope that I've never been that person that puts out that I have an amazing life, because it is hard. It is hard work. There's some days where it's so easy, and there's sometimes when I just want to stay in my bed pull my covers on top of me and just sleep for the week, because it's hard. And I know many of us go through it. I know mothers go through it. I know new mothers go through it. I know people that own businesses go through it. I know people that are in different situations go through it. I'm just speaking from a newly opened business. Like, I just celebrated 6 months, which I'm so psyched about. I don't regret the decision of even opening up the salon, but I definitely wish that I had someone to tell me to look out for stuff, because everything that I'm doing off of my knowledge of working of my old salon, and obviously seeing things that went wrong there and trying to, you know, look out for that stuff and trying to avoid stuff. But there's always other lessons to be learned, and it's overwhelming. I can't be everybody. And yeah, so if you're having a hard week, definitely push through. Talk to someone you know. I kind of want to know if anyone else is feeling like this sometimes. Maybe the weather is also what's adding to that feeling, but sometimes I kind of feel really helpless in the situation. But I know I've got it, in a sense of I know what I'm doing. But when it comes to all the other stuff, managing, thinking of things to do for Christmas and all of that stuff, it's overwhelming. It's a lot of work, and I understand why people break down and just feel alone. I definitely understand it. Even when they have a team full of people, a team full of people to help them, I can understand why people still kind of feel alone a little bit. So this was just a message to say that. This was just a message to say, you know, if you're going through a struggle, everyone goes through a struggle. Do not let social media even fool you a little bit. But yeah, that's all I had to say, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.